All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got your stock market recap for today, and I want to talk about why the stock market went down today. And now, even though the SPY barely closed down not even a fifth of a percent, this is interesting, and I want to talk about what happened, but more or less, and there's, here's a spoiler, nothing happened. But I also want to talk about, these market moves in the forecast coming into this next week. So as far as the market moves go, a lot of people are saying this is very weird. This is weird moves, even since December. I'm going to make a video. We talked about this a little bit on stream. I'll make a video talking about this, but this is normal. We're coming into earnings, and this is, I've been saying it. I'll say it once again. Shout out to chat, man. All the people on stream. You've heard me say this, man. This is the pregame. This is that first round of earnings. These companies are just coming out. They're just reporting now. So you got to, wait a little bit. Let's see how things pop off. So we're setting up here. The markets went down today. And like I said, it's interesting. I think it's interesting saying why the markets went down today because they were still high. However, related to the rest of this week, we got a lot of, something different compared to the last week. Less volatility, a lot less, jerky of movements as far as the movements went. This was very calm, a little less liquid, a little less volume, and the different sectors. So the transports were down 1% today. Those were the big leaders. That's the Dow Jones transports. The Dow Jones itself went down 0.1%, just above the S&P. S&P was actually the best. NASDAQ went down, tech too, but then also the Russell 2000. The small caps, those led a little bit with 0.33%. Then the Dow transports, and then I got financials here. They went down 1%, and we had earnings from Goldman Sachs and Citi. And Citi, they had less trading. It was a mixed bag, but overall good, I believe. But Goldman Sachs, they didn't do so well. I haven't looked at the report too fully yet when it came out this morning, but we're waiting on Bank of America tomorrow morning, and then United Health and Johnson & Johnson. So those are that first set of some interesting companies. We're going to see that. Keep your eyes out for those. But watching these industries that have led the last 2 or 3 weeks and watching them kind of come down, that's something to keep an eye on. And I said that in the watch list. Watch the value stocks coming into this week and how they respond. And they did actually great. I think Walmart continued the tear today. It came down a little bit at the end. Home Depot, we've been in that play. We've been documenting that too. So all around, it's been good. And, oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, man, shout out to chat. First of all, make sure you guys like the video. Drop a like on the video if you like this video so far. And also, in general, support the video. Make sure you see the content that we have because we have so many videos. And let me know, what are your guys' opinions? What do you think about the market move so far? What are you guys looking for the rest of this week? And also, we are going to have the watch list. So don't post your watch list here. That's going to be there tonight. And also, be on the stream tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., or 30 minutes before market open. Again, watch those industries. Those were the big moves today, as well as the semiconductors. SMH, you can see that as the semiconductor ETF, but they took a pretty big drop to 0.1%. So that's not something to be ignored, but all around interesting moves. Again, companies itself, no real big moves. I know Amazon actually did make a big push, and so did Facebook, but again, nothing too big percentages wise, nothing that brought the markets up too big. And this is normal. So as far as earnings go, this is what to expect. This is that kickoff. So be aware for that. So even coming into next week, and even I guess to finalize what happened today, even the bond rates, everything, we didn't see any movement anywhere. China was a little bit down today, and the China stocks were kind of weird today trading. I'm watching out for those again. But, in cryptocurrency, literally Bitcoin just dropped out of nowhere, supposedly on like a Bloomberg article. But the currencies didn't really move much. China didn't move at all. The JPY, you didn't see any real big moves anywhere else. The stock markets globally, the Nikkei was up a little bit over 1%, but it was overall muted, and this is kind of normal. So again, a lot of the news has dissipated. Again, everything from the Brexit to all that other stuff. Today, there was the Mueller report apparently is going to be released on Thursday, and that could have possible implications for China, because they brought that up last time, but I'm not too sure about that. We'll see the truth of that statement, but that is going to be important to watch. Not that, but if any other political events develop, and that's it. And tomorrow too, we are going to get China trade data at night, so watch out for that. But that has been pretty much the gist of it. But again, moving forward with these weeks, I'm expecting it to be, unless acted upon by an equal or larger force. So again, shout out to Stock Trading Bootcamp for those who know what I'm talking about. But the equal or opposite force here is going to be anything really, really negative. But unless we have that, the market is down today, but putting it into perspective with everything else, we are still holding up. The markets are still up. We're primed to break to all-time highs, and this is what earnings is people are going to look for. So again, these initial reports, we want to keep our eyes out on for that. Oh, and I forgot, do I have it here? Make sure if you guys haven't checked this out too, this is the video. This is from yesterday. Should you buy stock before earnings? It's an hour and a half long. This was from a live stream we did over the weekend, but how to go over the earnings plays. But the earnings itself, those initial earnings reports are going to tell us a lot, or a decent amount. So we want to keep, or at least for how the market is going to be responding to this earnings season. But again, I've been saying this on the stream, a lot of the earnings and the guidance has been low. We've already seen some pretty decent moves so far. And then again, how investors react if we start to see big moves up or down. And if guidances were way, way off and we start to see beats, people are going to adjust with pricing in the pre-earnings run-ups. But we will have to take a look. If that goes good, though, and again, unless acted upon by equal or opposite force, I think we're going to melt up to the past, more new highs of 2019, melt up to the top around there. And then I think these earnings are going to tell us. If the earnings are good across the board, it's going to go up. So I'm going to talk about this in the watch list. This is going to set up those moves for you guys who like to play ETFs. But all around, it's very, very, it's going to be exciting. This is a moment you guys want to watch. There's a lot of stuff, and be smart with it too, but I think it's going to tell us a lot about the, both how our companies are performing, the economy domestically, and compiling it now with some of the other data, but now the expectations. I want to see, and this is an opportunity to see what the expectations are like in the pricing as the market sees, okay, did the companies last quarter make money? Did they lose money? Did they meet expectations or not? But now these next expectations, and then what are people willing to pay? So it's overall going to be exciting. It's been fairly quiet, no other news. So keep your guys' eyes out for that. And let me know, again, post your comments below with what you guys think happened, or any other theories, comments, anything I missed. I would love to hear it. Like the video and make sure I see you guys in the morning in the watch list tonight. Get ready. Let's go.